Welcome back, friends. What you see here isn't just cooking, it's an ancient art form reborn. A whole lamb, marinated with secrets passed down through generations, and beside it, chicken prepared to golden crisp perfection. The oven? Not from a factory, but crafted by hand, using barrels welded together to trap both heat and history. If you enjoy witnessing these rare traditions and the stories hidden in every dish, make sure to subscribe. There's so much more waiting to be uncovered. This barrel oven may look simple, but the design is genius. By stacking and welding the barrels, villagers create a chamber that locks in heat evenly, almost like a natural convection oven, but built with their own hands. The trick lies in layering the inside with bricks or clay. It not only holds the heat for hours, but also gives the meat a slow roasted tenderness that no modern grill can fully imitate. And by the way, if you're curious about the tools we use here, take a look at my store. You'll find plenty of kitchen essentials that can make cooking at home feel just as effortless. Preparing the marinade is where the real magic begins. A little trick many don't know. Adding lemon juice at the start balances richness with freshness, but too much can actually toughen the meat. It's all about harmony. In traditional villages, herbs like rosemary and thyme are often placed directly in the fire. The smoke rises, weaving into the marinade and giving a depth of flavor you can't bottle. Another tip: always let the meat rest after coating it with marinade. Just 30 minutes can make the difference between surface flavor and seasoning that sinks right to the bone. And here's a question for you. If you could choose only one spice to use in every marinade for the rest of your life, which would it be? Now we return to the lamb, the centerpiece of this feast. Before it meets the fire, a few careful cuts with the knife are made across the surface. These incisions aren't just for looks. They allow the heat to travel deeper, ensuring the meat cooks evenly and doesn't dry out on the outside while staying raw inside. Villagers say the cuts also act like secret doors, letting the marinade seep in and season every layer of the lamb. It's a technique passed down quietly from one cook to the next. A small trick here: rub a bit of salt or spice blend directly into the cuts. It guarantees bursts of flavor in every slice, rather than just seasoning the surface. Let me ask you, if you had the chance to cook a lamb like this, would you keep it simple with salt and pepper? Or would you go bold with a mix of spices? If you'd like to keep exploring these traditions and hidden kitchen secrets with me, don't forget to subscribe. This oven made of barrels may seem unusual, but its principle is timeless. Capture heat, store it, and let it cook the food slowly, with patience rather than speed. In many rural communities, people built ovens like this out of necessity. Barrels were cheap, strong, and could be turned into something that kept families fed for decades. I once heard a villager say, "A barrel oven doesn't just roast meat, it roasts memories." For them, this wasn't just cooking. It was a reason for neighbors to gather and share stories. Scientifically, the thick metal walls act as a thermal battery. Once heated, they radiate warmth evenly, almost like a clay tandoor, but with a rustic, homemade twist. Here's a fascinating detail. Many cooks leave a small opening at the bottom of the barrel to control airflow. It's their version of a temperature dial, long before modern ovens existed. If you had the chance to build your own outdoor oven, would you choose something modern and precise, or this kind of handmade barrel oven full of tradition? And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for, the meat is ready. Hours of patience, fire, and tradition all come down to this unveiling. Opening the wrapping feels almost ceremonial. The steam escapes first, carrying with it the scent of herbs, smoke, and history cooked deep into every layer. I remember once seeing children gather around just for this moment. Not for the eating, but for the reveal. Because here, food isn't only nourishment, it's a shared experience. By the way, many of the tools we use here, from sturdy knives to the little details that make cooking easier, you can also find in my store. It's a place where tradition meets practicality, waiting to inspire your own kitchen. Oh, the kids are already waiting. It's impossible to hide the anticipation in their eyes. Moments like this remind you why we cook with care.
Ya çolpa da var. Simaylis. Ay bana değeriz.
Now it's finally time to taste. Each bite reveals the hours of fire, herbs, and slow cooking, a symphony of flavors locked into the meat.
Oj, så kanon!
And if you want more stories and recipes like this, don't forget to subscribe. There's so much more waiting for you.